Hey Evil Dead fans, just giving you an update on the build. Right now I got the top handle on, just kind of mocked up. Seeing if I like it. Got the handmade cuff made of rolled steel. If you can't find rolled steel, or if you can't actually roll it yourself, somebody gave me a good suggestion. They found this metal coupling or cuff and just cut it up, and it was actually a really good idea. But I roll mine to make it more authentic, rather than just just doing the PVC or a rubber cuff and just putting the whole plumber's clamp on here, the whole plumbing clamp. I prefer to have it thicker. That's just the way I like it. But I have it mocked up right now. It's looking pretty good. I can't see anything wrong with it yet. The one thing I've noticed with this Super 2 is if you go with this exhaust on a Super 2, it's a bit wide. So if you want to enter, you really got to tuck it in, and I like to have it kind of bulked out a little bit, especially on this end here. So it would have to be way out here like this, and it'll look like garbage. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going with the alternate version of the exhaust, which is another piece off the Homelite XL or the Super 2, and it goes in here like this. It's a little shorter, and you can bulk it out on this end a little more. Now, I had a conversation with somebody, and I've seen that some people take these chainsaw motors. And now right here is where the chainsaw bar fits on this old chainsaw motor for the Homelite XL. And what they do is they cut it off from here, or from here, I'm not sure, I think it's from here, down this way. Now, I can understand why you would want to do that, because you want this look of this chainsaw, you want a good filler. Same way on this end here. Here's the problem that I have with that. Okay, if you've made one already, or if you own one, you don't have a lot of hand room in there. So if you do cut it off from here down, or even from here down, it's going to cut the crap out of your hand. The only way it may work, you'll still have to make a metal bracket to hook this all up, but you'll have to hack it off here and actually mount this half separately into here. Now, the reason why I say it's not a good idea to do that, I actually saw some guy who was selling one, and he said it was the best ever, number one, you can't get any better, and he did this. After seeing a blog, one of his subscribers sent me, talking about cutting it off, I did a little more research and found out somebody else was doing that and selling them. I mean, it looks good, but here is the problem. It straight up said in the description, you may want to wear a glove so you don't cut the crap out of your hand. Basically, that's what he said. And also, so you don't see your hand in these gaps. Okay, here's my problem with that. Now, if you're like me, it's easy to fill this in. I've covered that on numerous videos on how to fill that in. It's very simple and easy. Number two, if you're going to build one, you want to build one to look correct, and you want to build one for comfort. You don't want to be at a Halloween party or a cosplay thing, and it's just nagging at your hand. You want to take it off, and you take it off, and you're wearing some stupid ass glove. Okay, you need to build it for comfort. You need to make sure there's enough room for your hand. Depending on how big your hand is, if you got a little bitty tiny hand, you may get away with doing this whole thing with cutting up the motor. But in my opinion, I wouldn't do it. I would just do like what I do is I just put in the back filler piece here and just blacken it out. You're done. It's just a flat piece. It's black. It's disguised. Nobody notices it. You can do whatever you want. You could actually make somewhat of a mold of this if you really wanted to do it. And even this. And another thing with cutting this apart is how good is the integrity of the mounts here? I don't know, because I've never done it, because I think it's a dumb idea. Because there's not enough room for your hand, and if you're going to cut your hand up and you have to wear a damn glove and not enjoy what you have built or bought, don't do it. In my opinion, this is my opinion, and you can take it forever you want, however you want. If you have to wear a glove when you buy one of these things, I wouldn't buy it, because it's ridiculous. If it's going to cut you up and hurt you, don't do it. Don't stick your hand in something. I wouldn't stick my hand in a garbage disposal that's going to cut my hand off or hand up. Why would I want to do the same thing with this? Seriously, guys. I don't know who's selling it, and I know of other people have made them where it's like you need to wear a black glove or a small glove. Guys, if you're going to make one or sell them, please make them for comfort and look. Make sure they look right and you have the comfort. You don't want to shove your hand in there and just cut the crap out of your hand. Sometimes you have to adjust your hand when you put it in. Sometimes you have to go with a little twist to get your hand there right. But you don't want to just like even do the twist and have to wiggle around and worry about this cutting the crap out of you or anything stupid like that. You know what? Yeah, I don't even care, because I don't do that. That's not what I do. I like comfort in my chainsaw hands, and I will not wear a glove in my chainsaw hands, because that is ridiculous. And I have showed you guys a million times on how to close the gap so you don't even see your hand. So, I mean, it's very simple stuff, and I'm showing you guys the easiest way to how to make these things to make them look good and look right. I mean, this one's looking really good. And look how much room I have in there. I have a lot of room. A ton. There's no handle in there yet. Oh, another thing you guys want to do, especially when you're at this point, even if you don't have the handle in there, you can always grab a hold of the pull string assembly right there on the inside. Just have a mirror in front of you, walk around with it on, look at it, see if it's right, especially when you have the cuff completed, even if this gap isn't filled. But you may want to do that when the gap's filled afterwards again. So again, guys, if you have to wear a glove when you make one of these things, or if you're selling them and you're telling people you have to wear a damn glove, you may want to rethink your design. The whole cutting apart the chainsaw motor, that's up to you, but there's not a lot of room. The best thing to do, in my opinion, is to make a backing like I do. It's very thin, very simple, easy to do. It's disguised behind the bar, chainsaw bar, the chain, and the gear over here. It's disguised, it's gone, nobody's going to notice it. All they're going to look for is your hand. But if you really want to do it, you can do it, and that's fine. But in my opinion, I don't think it's worth the time. Till next time, you guys have a great day. Bye.